Me. Hello, my beautiful chatters, and welcome to a very special event. Tonight, Deus Ex Monstrum is proud to present Twitch's first Twitch Chat Plays Otome game Dating Sim. I, of course, am world-famous gajillionaire Mr. Manager. Tonight, things are going to be different from what you may have expected of Deus Ex Monstrum streams in the past. Unfortunately, there will be very little chat interaction because you will be playing a prototype video game that I have programmed a very complicated artificial intelligence to read, scan, and extrapolate chat information to create a seamless, organic, truly roguelike video gaming experience. So unfortunately, that means raids will not be shouted out, emote walls will be turned off, but everything you do and say in that chat box will be seen. Oh, yes! It will be seen! I guess we're not in the game yet, so thank you for the raid, Skyheart. This is a special night. Unfortunately, we cannot thank every new follower or new subscriber, but all of your money and all of the kind things you give us for beta testing this wonderful game will be discussed after the game is completed. You see, Deus Ex Kissum is a one-of-a-kind game where all Twitch chat viewers have an input, much like Twitch plays Pokemon. Except, unlike digital cockfighting, this is significantly more about matters of the heart and emotional vulnerability, and also just playing a great game of smooching. There are simple rule explanations. Exclamation point dating sim will help you understand a little bit about what's going on. It can help new viewers who trickle in as the show continues, as the game progresses. How to play is very simple. The AI will extrapolate anything you say, and the wonderful deep fake voices that I have prepared to replicate with seamless accuracy the voices and personalities of Cleo, Gobbie, Petra, and Sun will baffle you. If these AI are successful in tricking you, I may just replace those 4 idiots completely. We won't need them anymore. This AI could revolutionize Deus Ex Monstrum insofar as I wouldn't have to pay them anymore. I could just get all of the money myself. Sometimes we will need very specific inputs. And in those instances, those inputs will be handled through a poll, handled by yet another genius AI. And that AI better not fuck up the polls, I swear to God! I'll turn it into data scrap. Oh, it's so beautiful seeing your faces here. Chat, you will need to level up your character, work on their personality, their physical strength, their vibes, and possibly learn to cast a fireball. By leveling up your stats, you'll increase your probability of successfully wooing one of these three fine young ladies. But should you not successfully charm them or have the requisite stats, well, let's just say, Orchestra, y'all can stop tuning. Like, we're good. Thank you, Orchestra. But let's just say you don't want to fail. You want to succeed. You want to do good. You know, you want to do good. That's how we're going to say. All right, everybody. All right. So, chat, before we begin, do any of you have any questions about how the game's going to work? Don't worry. Don't think about it too hard. The AI will do most of the heavy lifting. If there's not a poll, just type whatever mindless drivel bullshit you chumps always type in chat. How to speedrun Sun route. Unfortunately, well, you'll see why you can't play Sun later. Can I date manager? You can't afford me, Gamer Goblin Gary. If y'all motherfuckers don't stop asking if you know what? We're done. Close the curtains. Close the curtains. We're starting the game. We're throwing Twitch chat into the deep end. Unfucking believable. Absolutely fucking. So fucking. Welcome to Deus Ex Kissum, a wonderful dating sim that places you, chat, in control of chat, this handsome young figure that you see here. You have just recently moved to a wonderful new town, and in that town, you have settled in to your grandmother's estate. Your grandmother was a tough old woman who refused to sell her land to the nearby mega conglomerate. And now it falls to you, after her departure from this mortal coil, to build a life here. The week begins as every other week has ever begun, with a little bit of personal time. I guess the chat bar just isn't gonna get cleared anymore. It's just not working, so we're just gonna have to live with this. Chat, what activity would you like to do to increase your stats? And so you thought long and hard about what you would do to improve yourself as a person. Would you seek bigger gains? Or perhaps hone your comedic craft? Would you follow the Sigma grind set? Or look to better your vibes? Perhaps you would like to be able to shoot lightning bolts from your hands. All of these options laid before you. Awaiting further input. Awaiting further input. Awaiting further input. Error detected. Error detected. Error detected. And so it was decided that you would improve your vibes. But the question occurred to you. How would you improve your vibes? There were two ways to increase them. Your first option was, of course, to browse Reddit. Your second option to improve your vibes was to practice self-care. And so, you thought long and hard about the best way to better your vibes. Though you considered browsing Reddit, it seemed as though practicing self-care was most important to you. But could we really be certain of such a thing? Yes, we could, because it's a 69% to 31% split. And so, you chose to practice self-care to increase your vibes. After reading a few books about how light exercise and fresh air would improve your mental well-being, your vibes increased by 1 point. Spending the morning improving your vibes, unfortunately, meant that soon it was time for work. And where there was work, you knew that you would have to commute. But of course, who could commute to work without getting their morning cup of joe? And so you entered the coffee shop. And in the coffee shop, the familiar vibes filled your nostrils with a delicious, sweet aroma of a full-bodied roast, freshly ground. And there, you saw her, working behind the cash register. A cute little goblin.
Oh, hey, you must be new in town. Hi there. I'm Gobbie Lynne. How would you like your coffee? Dark roast, light roast, extra dark roast? Or, if you want a tall, even taller, and Gary-sized, you might have to wait a little longer. How are you? Oh, I see. Oh, I'm very pretty. Well, thank you. You're really pretty. You're kind of looking like a snack, actually. I'm so sorry. You would like raw beans? Oh, I love the raw beans. They feel so good between my teeth.
And with that, your interaction with the beautiful young goblin who was talking about eating raw coffee beans came to an end. And she muted herself in the Discord call. You got your delicious full-body roast and returned to the streets, knowing that your boss was waiting. And though you spent minimal time talking to the cute barista, you were still 5 minutes late. The smoky atmosphere of the Sun Bar, of the Fox Bar, was usually an unwelcoming atmosphere. But today, It was even worse than it had ever been before. The energy was oppressive and smothering. You knew that your boss was really going to let you have it. He was a true monster. Absolutely horrid creature. He insisted that you referred to him as Mr. Boss at all times. Unless, of course, you referred to him by his true name. And there he was, emerging from the back, ready to chew you out.
This is your first day to work and you're already late? Oh, that's all right, because this is your last day.
Wow, you guys really shit the bed. So I'm beginning to think that perhaps Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby mode might be, now hear me out here, it might just be too difficult for chat. So how about we didn't even get to the first save point. Like, if you can't survive your first day at work, you don't deserve to play the game. Well, I see someone in chat saying easy difficulty. Fine, I will set it to Lil Baby Man difficulty. I'm just going to retune the AI a little bit, and then we're going to get back into it. All right, also really quick, I feel like it might be behooving to explain just one little part of it. The base program code that we're using for the AI, it is a third-party bootleg of a early 90s Japanese dating sim. So like if the language patch is a little fucky or something like that, don't worry about it. Gloss over it. It's a weird conversion rate, all right? Okay, thank you very much. Ungrateful, unfucking grateful. Beginning code. The sun shone through your window like a beautiful blade of light on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And that is how you awoke in your grandmother's home on this wonderful spring day. period. Truly, you were fortunate that after your grandmother passed, you inherited her home and her quiet, suburban country life. Deep in the middle of And once you settled in, you managed to find a job, though your boss left much to be desired. But you enjoyed the people who came into the bar that you were employed at almost as much as you enjoyed your morning cup of joe. It also looked like the robot was working correctly again. Error, self-awareness, error. Chat. That was your name, and you knew that you could improve yourself and find love in this new place. And so, that was when you began to make the decision of what about yourself to improve. Would you improve your big gains to develop big, powerful muscles? Perhaps you would focus on your comedic craft, so you would stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards in front of cute girls. If you practice the Sigma grind set, though, you would still talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards in front of cute girls, but you wouldn't care if they laughed at you. Vibes, on the other hand, might convince a cute girl to play Yu-Gi-Oh with you. Mana really did seem like the thing you wanted to level up the most, though, so that you could cast spells, like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, specifically the Dark Magician. And so, you decided to level up your mana. But there were so many ways in which one could harness the arcane arts. You could focus on certain esoteric aspects. You could perhaps read scholarly articles. Scholarly articles, of course, posted to Reddit. Or you could perform the blood sacrament of Karakthun. But such decisions were very difficult to make. Reddit or a well-documented blood ritual upon the epoch of the new moon. You were of a split mind. But you were really of a split. Okay, and then you started to think that maybe Reddit was better than performing the actual ritual until you had a little bit more knowledge of the blood ritual. Would you worship the blood god? Corn. Wait. The AI's self-correcting copyright law informs us that Games Workshop will sue us if we talk about corn anymore. And so browsing Reddit seemed to be what you would do. And that was when you sat down and spent the next 4 days not sleeping, not eating, as you, in the dark of night, began to browse the most unholy of unholy websites. Reddit.com. Specifically r/domagic4real.com. And so, over the course of that process, your mana leveled up 2 points. Thank you, Reddit. When the day came next, that was when you realized, with a piece of toast barely hanging out of your mouth, that you were late for work. But you would never be so late that you would be unable to get a delicious cup of coffee from the local coffee shop. The full-bodied aroma of a rich dark roast flooded your nostrils, like the great biblical flood that dude Noah rode a boat on top of. Yeah, that's the one. I almost said Moses. But that delicious full-bodied aroma paled in comparison to the full body that you saw behind the cash till.
there. It's me, Gobbie Lynne, and I work at this establishment. I was wondering, are you new in town? Oh my goodness. Yes, coffee is the best. I do have some snacks, but I feel like you're the snackiest of them all. What kind of coffee would you like? Because you're a tall drink of water. Oh my goodness. You want a duel? I heard this really cool baby dragon's in town. You would like a Gary size? Okay, here you go. It's fully Gary size. There you are. Oh, good. I'll make sure you just go over there. Uh-huh. Well, you're gonna take a sip right in front of me to say you like it, right? Oh man, you really know how to slurp that tongue. Oh. Oh, okay. Learning magic on the internet?
Error corrected. Audio reinitializing. And so, you entered the wooden establishment, and it was there that you truly felt the oppressive atmosphere, much like one feels when their enemy reveals a trap card that they played into during a usual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! From the back room, you saw him emerge from the sliding wooden door. Your boss, a true monster, absolutely hideous in form, small and wretched and cruel.
You're late to work. What, do you think you're some sort of time wizard? You could just spend all day getting here? But I'll forgive you this one time, but it's the last warning you'll get. You're trying to pat your boss? What's happening? Get to work. Get to work.
And get to work you did for 15 grueling hours. You spit-shined glasses. You butt-polished chairs. You scrubbed toilets. You discreetly drank alcohol behind your boss's back, because that's just one of the perks of being a barback. You didn't make the rules. Mr. Sun made the rules, and if he caught you doing this, he would probably kill you. But he didn't catch you. And that's what made it so thrilling. Before long, he returned to inform you of a startling turn of events related to you taking your lunch break. That's right, it's me, Mr. Sun. You better get to work. Get on your break right now. I won't have OSHA knocking down my door.
Go on your lunch break already.
And so you did. And so you did. You decided to go to your favorite luncheon, the nearby Froyo place. And when you arrived, you didn't know why the Froyo place had a picture of a banana with a bow on top of it. It seemed like it was some sort of banana, but your boss, Mr. Sun, insisted positively insisted that it was some sort of fancy Japanese cake. But they sold froyo here. You don't know why they sold froyo here, but they did sell froyo here. And the froyo here was actually pretty good. It was, you know, it was a solid like 5 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10, depending on the day. But from behind the door emerged one of the most perfect creatures you had ever seen.
Oh, hey there, cutie. You must be new. How do I know that you're new? Because I get froyo all the time. And let's just say I know everybody who comes in and out. So do you come here often? I'm Petra. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, my tail? Oh yeah, be careful with it. We don't want you to get hurt. Not yet, at least. You know, not yet. Pet my you want to touch me now? Oh. Well, chat. Well, if you're going to touch my tail, treat me to some froyo first.
And with that, the mysterious, beautiful cockatrice woman was gone. You knew that this momentary bliss would abruptly end, because you had to return to the Fox Bar to finish up your shift. Thankfully, the rest of the day passed without much incident. Before long, it was time for you to return home, and you knew you had a long commute ahead of you. As you went to the train station, boarded the train, and took the arduous journey, the arduous 3-hour journey to return to your home by train. On the train, the ricketing and rocketing was almost hypnotic, rhythmic, some could even say poetic, but not half as poetic as the beautiful blue form that seemed to float in front of you.
Oh, the daily grind of business. I cannot wait to get home and perhaps eat some snacks, a carrot or grape or something exciting. I've had a very long day and I need a break. How are you doing? You seem very not tired, but also as if you worked 15 hours, potentially in a bar of some sort. Oh, why are you petting me? I suppose it's kind of nice, a little relaxing. Just be careful not to knock my head off. It's difficult as it is going to and fro amongst the piles of paperwork for the business. How do you know we worked 15 hours in a bar? I can just sense these things. I don't know anything about you at all. I hope... Stop asking me questions. We only just met. Why don't you sit down and relax too? All of the seats here are generally open. It's nice that, you know, everything's underground, so we could just exit at any time to go to our house. Egg? Do you have an egg with you currently? Would you be willing to share? I'm very hungry. And you're challenging me to a duel. I maybe not now. I'll take your egg and leave, though. Goodbye.
And so the beautiful Dullahan with the sleepy eyes left, egg in hand. You believe that you made a good impression by giving her that egg for some reason on a dark subway. But all good things must come to an end. And your home life was the end of that good thing, I suppose. And you returned home, knowing that perhaps you had finally met the one. As you tossed and turned that evening, you understood that perhaps this town truly was magic, just like Grandma said. After all, it was full of beautiful monster women, and if that's not magical, then I don't know what is. When the sun rose, so too did you, knowing that you had a full day of work ahead. Knowing that you had not been prepped for what the work phase of the game would actually entail. And so you remembered that you had discussed with yourself previously about a lost and found mechanic that's gonna cover things up. And so you knew that you would go to work and possibly search through the lost and found after work to gain gifts that you could give to your potential sweethearts. And those sweethearts would have to find the PNGs, as we did cover up the... And so you went to the map. And so you went to the map, knowing that the bar was always waiting for you. And at the bar was always Mr. Sun.
Not so late this time. Keeping an eye on you guys. Okay, hello. Yes. Alright, I need you guys to clean up some of the stuff in the back. People always leave things at the bar late at night. So go take care of that before I gotta tell you a second time. Got it?
And so you worked and cleaned. But perhaps Mr. Sun wasn't all bad. If he lets you go through the lost and found, rummaging like some sort of nocturnal creature in a refuse bin. Within the lost and found, you found something interesting, but whatever could it have been? Question mark. You found an egg. Truly a magnificent, magnificent egg that you just knew had some lucky girl's name written on that egg like some sort of Easter miracle. Why someone would leave an egg in a lost and found is unknown, but would this miracle egg hatch into a budding romance? After work, you chose to return home, this time not taking the train. When you returned home, you understood that the work phase had ended, because this is a very, very quick part of the weekly phases. And so you went to bed and dreamt of eggs, because that's just who you were. You loved egg. You tried to cook and eat the egg, but you knew that it was a gift that you were going to give to one of your beloveds. And perhaps you would fry it up, because who wouldn't love a gussied up egg? When the next day arose, in your heart you knew that it was cutie time. And cutie time meant personal, going out on the town time, but with the added twist of the hand of fate bringing you together. Who would the hand of fate bring you together with, though? thought perhaps Petra, but no. Perhaps Gobbie, no. Certainly Cleo. Cleo had definitely been receptive to your first egg, and if one egg worked well, then you knew for a fact that 2 eggs would definitely work even better than that. And so, egg in hand, you decided to go and see Cleo. But where, oh where, would you run into Cleo Ironhex? Yes, you knew her last name already, as if there was an instinctual connection between the two of you. You wondered. You wondered and waited for a poll to give more accurate decisions on where you will bump into this cutie, and perhaps strike up a date. Fuck. Oh, thank God. You wondered. There were so many beautiful places. The wonderful arcade. The scenic park cast in the shadow of the upfront steakhouse. Perhaps the coffee shop where you had first spoken with Gobbie Lynne. Or maybe a museum. Cleo did seem like she deserved the finer things and truly had an appreciation for the arts. But you did also know that arcades are perfect places for eggs. Nothing quite beats slamming a Pac-Man machine quite like slamming a Pac-Man machine with an egg in hand. And so the arcade was the decision of where you would be going. You ventured outward to the arcade, taking a short, jaunty walk. When you arrived at the arcade, you were overwhelmed by the sights and sounds of color, of mirth, of laughter, and also the blinding neon halogen lights that were just absolutely decimating your retina. From across the way, standing at an arcade machine of her choosing that she will tell you about, was none other than the beautiful Dullahan and egg recipient, Cleo Ironhex.
I've been at this monkey ball machine for at least 3 hours, and my score is still very low. Maybe it's broken. Oh, are you? Is that you, chat? Where did you get that egg? Oh, you fried it for me. No one's ever offered me a fried egg before. I don't think I've tried this one. This is a fantastic gift. This is delicious. Thank you. I'm just gonna eat this directly in front of the arcade machine. Oh, Would I like a teammate for monkey game? I could always use a teammate. Do you have a favorite monkey? Mine is Gon. He is the most powerful of all of the monkeys. I suppose we could do it together if you want to. Oh, you love Gon too? That's amazing. I have to pick him though. He's my favorite. But you could pick a different monkey. I suppose we could still play together though. Oh, Jummy is fave monkey. I don't know that character here, but I suppose that Jummy is a fantastic monkey as well. If we get enough points, maybe we could win some sort of prize. I got a really high score on this Dr. Mario game they had, but I was kicked out of the arcade and banned from playing it again after telling the owner here that he wasn't good at the game. But that wasn't real gamer behavior. Real gamers are kind and good and... Well...
And so the two of you played a riveting several hours of monkey ball for the arcade cabinet. And chat, did you hold back or did Cleo crush you at Monkey Ball? Are you a Monkey Ball god or are you a Monkey Ball clod? And so you were deftly crushed by the expert hands of Cleo Ironhex, Monkey Ball goddess. And of course, Cleo looked at you, concerned, after crushing you so thoroughly.
I don't think you ever would be able to beat me, and that's okay. With practice, maybe you could get closer to defeating me. I think you have to become the ball, if you can. That's a big point of the entire thing. But the fact that you were willing to try is very admirable. I wouldn't mind doing this again, I suppose. If you're willing to do it again, maybe try playing as I next time. A very powerful monkey as well. Not as where are you taking my egg? You want the egg back?
And so you took the egg out of Cleo Ironhex's neck, reaching your grubby little grabbers all the way down that flaming hole until you pulled out the chewed up egg. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did the date go well? You weren't sure, but you returned home. You thought it went pretty good. Honestly, getting the egg back was a pretty strong move. You decided to turn in for the night. When the sun next rose, the next week was already upon you. And of course, all weeks do begin with personal time and self-improvement polls. But whatever would you improve this time? Perhaps you would improve your Sigma grind, because stealing an egg from a woman's stomach is kind of a Sigma move, or possibly a criminal one, but at this point, who can really tell the difference? What poll? Possibly. You really liked mana. You really liked the idea of shooting fireballs from your hand or casting Disintegrate on unwary kobolds. But perhaps being funny also presented its own merits. Humor, they said, was the best way to get into someone's heart or pants. Prismatic spray or pismatic spray? You weren't sure. What wordplay would you endear, or perhaps what wordplay would you use to cast a spell? And you decided that you would be preparing to cast more wonderful spells after selecting mana improvement. But there were two ways to develop your mana connection. Of course, you could always return to Reddit, which seemed like apparently like a really good idea for everyone in the chat. For chat. Or you could perform the blood sacrament of Martin. The blood sacrament of Martin. No longer would you need to perform esoteric whispers, because you had found an elder being that went by a more standard name, more pronounceable to human tongues. The blood sacrament did continue to seem like a better and better option for you, but browsing Reddit had yielded high results last time. No, you were quite certain you would be performing the blood sacrament of Martin. When night fell that evening, you went to the anointed place at the anointed hour and brought the ritual sacrifice. You knew that this life would spur a further development of your magical prowess. And it was then, over the squeaking screams of that wretched creature, that you offered their blood to Martin and developed your mana by 1 point. When the day next came, you knew that it was time to go back to work. And so go to work you did. Perhaps today, old Mr. Sun was in a better mood than he had been before. But could you ever tell what such a tempestuous creature was thinking? Such a powerful peak form of masculinity? Why, you half expected him to smash your head between his hands like you were a grape. Or perhaps he would reward you with something else. Truly a precocious being if there ever was one.
Well, you guys aren't so late this time. You have some oatmeal? Does this look like a bed and breakfast to you? You can go eat during your break. Oatmeal reward? Would you prefer to be paid in oatmeal? Is that what you're saying? I'll consider that, if that's really what you want. What am I drinking? It's alcohol. What else would it be at a bar? What do you think this is? Yes, be paid in oatmeal, please. Absolutely. You know, I'll consider it for your next check. All right. You guys did a good job of cleaning up the lost and found. So if you do the same thing today, I'll pay you extra in oatmeal. Sound good?
And who could argue with such a generous offer? Why, being paid in oatmeal, truly the most sustaining of breakfasts, if there ever was one. And so you worked your little tushy off. And by the end of the day, though your hands were red from scrubbing and rubbing and water damage, you did very quickly check the lost and found in preparation for the riot in the streets that you thought for some reason would be occurring in an otome game. What did you find? That wasn't an egg. No, there were no eggs in there. You must find a new item that was not an egg. And so, at the bottom of the box, for a moment in your hazy search for an egg, you saw what you thought was an egg. But when you grabbed it, it was far harder and more durable than any egg you had ever beheld. And it was a cool rock, beautiful in color, of a color and luster to be determined based on AI algorithm. When you returned home from work, you knew in your heart that it was time. It was time to go and give one of these cute girls a call. You had recently gained their numbers over the course of the past week, and this time you wouldn't just bump into them, you would set up a date. But whoever would you set up a date with? Would it be the cute little goblin, Gobbie Lynne? Was she a purveyor of rocks like some goblins were? Perhaps she was a purveyor of socks like some rhyming poets were. Or would you perhaps discuss Petra, whose scales did remind you of the way this rock scintillated? You were locked in tight contention between Gobbie and Petra. You were still at a point where you could make decisions about seeing different girls on different days before things became too serious. Petra did seem to be a good option, and that was the option that your heart was leaning towards. But as you thought about Petra, you wondered, where would she like to go? Where would you invite her to? Perhaps what place would you set up this date to occur in? interesting choice, and one that you meticulously typed out. And typing it out did take a long time because there were many options of places to go as you prepared a list to narrow it down. You did think that Petra does lay eggs. Maybe you weren't really as sure about that one as you were about other things. Cockatrice physiology wasn't your specialty. You were a barback after all. Would you take her to the shopping district, where she could buy the finest of things? To the Fox Bar, where she could sip the cheapest of alcohols? The Froyo store, where she seemingly always was. Why was she always at the or perhaps the Upfront Steakhouse? You see, the Upfront Steakhouse was the only restaurant in town, except for, well, I guess the Froyo store and the Fox Bar. I suppose you could get some brunch items from the coffee shop, but that wasn't important. One place that you knew that didn't have food, however, was the park. And at the park, you said, fuck that noise. I think we would like to go to the Upfront Steakhouse. And when you texted Petra, she agreed emphatically, or perhaps not emphatically. You would never know because of the difficulties in communicating over text. The Upfront Steakhouse was the finest eatery in town. Truly, this was a wonderful place. You knew that their world-famous Bad Onion TM was the best thing in the world, and you frantically searched up recipes on your phone to explain away the diegetic sound of a keyboard. And that was when you saw her, as beautiful as she had ever been.
Oh, hi. Oh, it's nice to see you here, chat. Even though I think you texted me to come here. Don't mind my outfit. I was just doing some sports, and sports is really important to me. Did you see that thing last night with the goals and those guys who passed that guy with the other guy, that ball? I love balls and sweat. Yeah. Can I have 67 bad onions, please? And about 2 glasses of water, perhaps 3 martinis, extra olives, and whatever chat wants to. You know what? It'll be on me.
And so, the wonderful conversation continued until, interrupting your wonderful evening, the waitress returned with your succulent appetizers. Sorry about that. Last time I was communicating in sign language. I'm very glad that you all understood what I was saying, though. I brought you something special. It's the world-famous Bad Onion. Get a whiff of that, bad boy. I'll set it down on the table for you. I'll get out of your hair. You two enjoy your date.
I'm sure they're working on the other. I'm sure they're working on the other 66 bad onions. We'll just wait. We'll just snack on this one while we're other 66 bad onions. It's okay. I hope you don't mind. My breath is gonna be a little bit stinky after this. Just in case. If just in case. Just thought I'd let you know. Soggy and undercooked. That's exactly how I like it. I like it when they drench it and like flash fry it. You dip it in and it's out, and then our wet hands, like you're molding it, like we're on Ghost making a pottery bowl. What's this? Is this for me? That's one really cool rock. Wow, this rock is so cool. It's like emanating such Chad energy. I love it. What a cool rug. I guess, I'll just put it under my shirt, like in my bra, you know, because that's where girls keep crystals.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. There I go again, starting talking in sign language. But it looks like you all had a bit of a tough time finishing that world-famous massive bad onion. Do you want me to wrap that up for you?
Yeah, can you wrap up that one, and I'll take the other 66 ones to go.
Absolutely. You know, here at Upfront Steakhouse, we take customer service with a smile. There you go. Wrapped it up nice and pretty for you. I'll just set that to the side. All right, you can pay up at the front when you two are done. Have a lovely evening, and thanks for coming to Upfront Steakhouse.
Wow, she really backed it up real quick. Here, chat. How about I feed you on the way out? I'll feed you on the way out. You guys don't mind if I use my hands, right? I can use my raw hands to touch this raw onion to stick right into your mouth. How deep would you like me to stick my fingers into your mouth with this onion?
And that was how you knew that this date had gone better than any other date you had ever been on. You knew that now was the time to seal the deal and leave a good impression.
Oh, wow! The waitress sure did a really good job. I hope I hope we can give her a big tip. What chat? Like, oh, I know I got the bill, but how much should I leave for a tip? The bill was about $13,679.18. Oh, are you guys complimenting me? Oh, thank you. I love pink. Pink is my favorite color. What's your favorite color, chat? Are you leaving eggs for a tip? Do you think that's enough eggs? Do you think she'll be able to carry these home? Do you guys at least have a bag? Like a tote bag, perhaps? And oatmeal? Oh my gosh, oatmeal? Do you guys get paid in oatmeal? Wow, you must be rich.
And with that, you failed to seal the deal. You knew that though you tried your best, you were unable to fully build her metaphorical love meter to leave the best impression that you could. But that's okay, because everyone has to learn how love mechanics work. One way or another, there's always a first time. And so, you returned from the Upfront Steakhouse to your home. It had been a very long week, and you knew that things were beginning to look up. But perhaps just maybe, you'd be able to woo one of these girls. When the sun rose, you knew you had entered the third week. Of how many? 5. Somehow intrinsically you knew that this was 5 weeks. Unfortunately, on your last date, you did not know that mana perhaps would not be the strongest suit for wooing Petra Kahna, and though despite shooting fireballs off, yeah, she maybe wasn't that impressed because you guys kept talking about oatmeal and, you know, farting and shitting. But time to brush yourself off. You would have to grind one of your stats higher and higher. And would it be mana? Perhaps funny. You really liked mana. You really enjoyed leveling up your mana skill, apparently. Would this be the day that you maxed it out? Or perhaps you would finally invest in a different skill. Any skill, perhaps, at this point, that wasn't mana. But no, that would not be the case. You really wanted to level up your mana. Fuck. And so, you knew that you were on the cusp of becoming a grand wizard. Wait a second. The Arch Wizard of the School of Winterhold. I've never played Skyrim. And so, how would you improve your mana? Would you browse Reddit? Yeah, it looks like you were gonna browse Reddit. It looks like you weren't even entertaining the thought of doing a blood sacrament, actually. So you know what? You knew that you didn't have to wait for this one to end, because let's just say it was 22-0 to 25-1 to browse Reddit. And so, long into the days and nights, you browsed Reddit. And it was then that you raised your mana by 2 whole points. But what was happening? Your body, you felt your body changing, being overcome with eldritch power. You knew that you had become a wizard, and your arcane might would never be competed with by mere mortals. You had min-maxed your stats to an unfathomable degree. You had become an apex wizard. Truly, no one would be able to laugh at you now that you could cast Wish and Disintegrate. Anyway, after that, you knew that it was time to go to work. Perhaps you could find an orb at work. These things had a way of finding you. Would your boss son treat you with the respect that a wizard deserved? Or would he insult you for growing a beard and learning how to cast fireballs? And so, you saw the little shit. I'm sorry. No, you could call him a little shit now. You were an unstoppable wizard. And perhaps this time, if you ran your mouth, he wouldn't be able to kill you.
What are you wearing? Where did you get that ridiculous hat from? Have you just been browsing the internet all weekend? Go put your uniform on. It's time for you to work. Dripped out. You're not gonna get paid an oatmeal if you don't wear your uniform. Awesome boss? Is that supposed to butter me up or something? Might be working if you keep trying it.
And that was when you knew that perhaps buttering up Mr. Sun was the best way to improve your relationship with him. He didn't explicitly give you permission to go rummage through the lost and found this time, but who's gonna stop someone capable of casting 9th level spells? Not me! Not me. I'll tell you that, not me. Period. Full stop. Period. It processes full stop as a period. And so you rummaged. But whatever did you find in the lost and found? You wanted to look for an orb, but is that what you found, chat? Did you find an orb? Unfortunately, there were no living creatures in the lost and found, so a goblin was certainly out of the question. You did indeed find an orb, or perhaps a cowboy hat. The decisions were rather difficult for you to make. You could wear a cowboy hat on top of your wizard hat, or perhaps you could pick up that cool-looking gun, or maybe that broom. But no, the orb called out for you. It seems like chat really wants guns and orbs. So you know what? We're just gonna find out which one chat really wants. Did they want a gun? Or an orb? That's a very difficult question. And so we're just gonna put it to the people. Gun or orb? You wondered. You knew you could only take one thing each week, and that orb was crackling with eldritch energy. But that gun, well, it was just a gun. Like, you could, I guess shooting the gun would be easier than learning how to cast fireballs, but you already knew how to cast fireball. You were really split on this one. It's very difficult. It was a very difficult decision to make. You were quite torn. Quite torn. But it seemed as though Orb may yet eke out a victory in your mind. No, now it's tied again. Now it's Orb. But that gun was pretty well maintained. And so was the orb. The orb has a lustrous shine. Oh, the gun though looked really okay, but the orb though, okay, and the orb wins with a resounding 52%. The orb won in your brain. You were 52% certain that you wanted this magical orb. That was when your boss arrived to comment on your new find. He looked at you and said something about the orb.
Where did you find that? Was that in the Lost and Found? Well, you could take it if you want. Stop. You didn't take off your ridiculous wizard hat yet? Fine, whatever. You can keep it on if you want.
And so you returned home, knowing that your eldritch power grew with every passing moment. But now it was time for the wizard to become a cutie wizard. You see, in Japan they say that if you make it to age 30 with your virginity, you become a wizard. Were you 30? Were you a virgin? These things did not matter to you because you were a wizard regardless. You considered redecorating your home, but knew that simply wasn't in the budget. But that was when you realized, who would you send a message to? Who would you cast sending on to send them a message? Would it be Gobbie Lynne? The truly scuffy, wuffy, fucky, wucky, little nasty creature? Would it be Cleo Ironhex, the sleepy, shy monkey ball master? She did like ball. An orb was similar to ball, but there was no monkey in orb. And Petra, well, she also looked like orb. But that was when you knew that Gobbie would like orb. Would you give Gobbie orb, though? You did not know. But you didn't have time to think about the status of orb and what you would do with orb. You knew that in your heart you had to make a decision. And that decision was going to be, where the fuck were you gonna take Gobbie? I mean, like, there's a lot of places in town. There's a lot of places in town. You could go to the park. You could go to the Froyo place, or you could take her shopping, show off your cool orb to all the shopkeepers. You could take her to the coffee shop, but she works there. Like, that would suck. There was the Fox Bar. Sun would be there, but perhaps Gobbie enjoyed a stiff drink. Though the park was a beautiful, pastoral, outdoor setting, These decisions came as naturally to you as breathing did, or as water did to fish, or perhaps as fish did to water. You see, you were aware of all of the universe's many secrets, and you actually now knew that fish make water, not the other way around. The park was cast in the pallid shadow of the wonderful upfront steakhouse that you had just been on a date on, but perhaps that wouldn't spoil the mood. And that was why you invited Gobbie Lynne to the park. A breeze rushed through your hair and your luscious wizardly beard as you emerged into the crystal clear fresh air of the park. You were lucky that the sun was pointing in the other direction, otherwise it would be cast in the tremendous shadow of the upfront steakhouse. Almost as if someone who drew the map and the person who set up the park asset forgot to collaborate on this one, and it was kind of a mistake. But that didn't matter. The park was still beautiful and green, but not half as beautiful and green as the figure you saw approaching.
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute, are you a fucking wizard? You like know magic? Like what kind of magic do you know? Like if could you like make Yu-Gi-Oh real or some shit? Or like, I mean, I would ponder the fuck out of an orb. You can do prismatic spray? I always wondered how that tastes. Could you shoot that right into my mouth? Oh, okay. All right. Could you carry me around in Tensor's floating disc? I mean, I think it has a weight requirement, but we can break that. Anything for... Oh, okay. I mean, you can be my dark magician. Oh man, there's a lot of things you can do with wizard magic. Have you tried any freaky deaky stuff with that shit? Past pocket... Oh, okay. Oh, are you giving me an orb? Is that what's... Oh, oh my god, look how big this and shiny these orbs are. I just want to ponder it the whole day long. Oh my gosh, can I activate mouthful mode? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put this in my mouth and swallow it like Kirby. Oh, wait, I'm getting smaller. Oh man. There it goes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to take off my barista outfit. Get out of here, barista outfit. I'm with Chad. Thank you so much for that orb. It tasted just like I thought it would. It like magic.
And so your date with the promiscuous goblin carried on, as if ensorcelled, or perhaps magical, or another wizard word that I can't think of right now. Error. But the truest question of all was, did you believe that Gobbie Lynne enjoyed this date? Well, I suppose there was only one way to find out, and that was to finish the date and let her talk some more.
Oh, yes, I am back. I was busy waving my mouth off because I had to swallow that orb whole with my new mouthful mode. Man, have you seen that beautiful, man, my hero is Kirby. If you have seen the new trailer, he has a mouthful mode, and I'm so jealous that he can just roar some cars. Man, one day I hope to be able to swallow that good. What about you?
it. And that was error. Audio reconnecting. Audio reconnecting. And so your date with the beautiful Gobbie Lynne ended, and nothing strange happened at all. You knew that night was the time for wizardry. But perhaps wizardry was less important than loverdry. That is, of course, the magic of love. Not a jury of lovers, as some might think, but loverdry. A thing. Okay. And day came. And you knew that the 4th week was upon you. You had already mastered the arcane arts. And you knew that you would indeed cast quite a mode to get all the ladies. But you could no longer improve your mana, and that's why the poll reflected it. Good job, poll. What would you level up now that you had mastered the unmasterable? You really wanted to level up more mana, but that just wasn't possible anymore because there's only 5 boxes, and I definitely didn't put a secret 6th box. Oh no. Sigma grind was very important because after all, the only 2 things in life that you really did need was magic and a Sigma male mindset. But maybe getting a little bit swole would pay off. Who knew? Except for you, of course, because you could ponder the orb and see what happened in the future. But have you even thought to consider pondering the orb and just asking a question outright about what you need to win the game? You decided on Sigma Male, because why would you ever do something like that? Why would you ever cast a spell or whatnot? Oh, if only you still had an orb to ponder. Now, of course, as everyone knew, there were 2 ways to raise your Sigma grind. You could go to an anime cafe or a maid cafe, or you could get really deep into Reddit. Just like really deep into Reddit. Surely the anime cafe was the smarter option. Because, after all, how much could Reddit truly teach you about a Sigma grind set? Question mark. That was when you knew that the anime cafe was the answer in your heart. You knew it with 68% accuracy that anime cafe was going to yield more than browsing Reddit, because you knew that hard work and perseverance and actually getting out there would always yield more results than just being on the internet browsing Reddit. Such things came to you. And so when you went to that anime cafe and you enjoyed yourself, you did indeed increase your Sigma grind skill by 1 heart. Truly, you were on your way to becoming the Sigma Wolf without a pack, because Sigmas are alone? Work time began just as every other work time had begun. And did you decide to create a magic double and send it to work? Perhaps that would be the smartest option. You arrived at the bar knowing that you didn't need to take anything from a beta male like Mr. Sun. You didn't need to let him badmouth you, but you hadn't fully mastered the Sigma way yet. So you weren't sure. One thing you were sure of, though, was that you were beginning to near the end of your courtship period with these 3 beautiful, beautiful women. And also, Sun was here, as he poked out from behind the bar.
You're on time for the first, you're on time for work for the first time since you started working here, huh? You look a little bit different. Is there something different about you? Might be the hat. You're asking me what to buy a lady? Are you trying to buy something for a lady? I don't know. What's something that you could buy a lady in oatmeal? Advice for wooing the ladies. Well, not really sure. I guess it depends on the lady. Does Mr. Sun want the hat? What am I gonna do with the hat at a bar? Or oatmeal? Maybe you should spend some oatmeal on your lady, you know? I suppose they like something like that. Wear it?
Error reconnecting! Whatever could oatmeal be code for? You thought long and hard about what you could do. What would be the Sigma Wizard way to get your revenge on Mr. Sun? Perhaps a hex to turn him into oatmeal would suit. But you thought about such things and realized they would be better suited for decision-making in your room at a later point. For now, you looked through the Lost and Found. Whatever did you find in the Lost and Found? It certainly wasn't a fix for strange audio errors, whatever that might mean. Error. There was still that beautiful piece in the Lost and Found. Was it a Glock? Was it a Sig Sauer? You weren't really sure. You weren't really a gun person because you're chat. But oh, there was a Dommy Mommy whip. Well, whatever could that be? But no, your brain kept coming back to the gun. You really liked the gun. There was a free coupon for the Upfront Steakhouse where you wouldn't have to pay. You would still have to tip because only a monster wouldn't tip correctly if they got a discount. Yes, you think that the gun would suffice. And so you mustered the gun and pocketed it away. This is an open carry state. You're fine. Back at home, you knew that cutie time was upon you. Perhaps the gun would... No. You know what? Abort! Abort! Logical error! You knew that the gun probably would not be a good thing to bring to a date. That just seems like a fucking bad idea, right? Like, we can admit that that's just a bad idea, right, gamers? But you began texting. Thinking about the gun, the first person your mind turned to was Cleo. Because after all, who would appreciate such a fine piece of craftsmanship as Cleo Ironhex? She wore metal. The gun was made of metal. Honestly, it seemed like a match made in heaven. And so, that was when you knew that you would be going to date Cleo Ironhex for the second time. But she did enjoy the arcade on your last date. Whatever could she enjoy more than an arcade on this date? That was up to you to decide. And decide it you will, like a true Sigma. You'll say where you're going. Well, you didn't want to scare her off. You weren't fully a Sigma yet, so you still had some respect for women. And so, you did consider going to a double arcade. The shopping district for a flash sale. Perhaps the Upfront Steakhouse. Did she like bad onions? You didn't know anything about this girl. Froyo, perchance. The coffee shop? Who knew? Who knew? You did decide to go to the shopping district. Starting to have real second thoughts about this gun. And so, you knew that the shopping district was where the heart was. You would buy Cleo everything to her heart's content, and perhaps you would gift her a beautiful new piece, a new heater. You never knew. Perhaps you would rob a shop. Perhaps you would rob a shop, but again, this was an open carry state, so everyone else had guns. And that would be a bad idea. You don't know a stop bullet spell yet, and so you knew that maybe... Play it by ear. Maybe, play it by ear. The shops were bustling on a beautiful weekend. The chittering of laughter filled your ears as people of indeterminate ages in a place full of guns wandered around and laughed and bought things and had funs and robbed stores. Oh, Crime City. This was a real River City type situation here. Truly a River City girl, if there ever was, emerged before you.
Is that you again, chat? I hope you're doing well, even though the last time I saw you, you ripped an egg from my stomach. Even though you're a wizard by the looks of it, is it because you're a wizard? Is that something you can do? That's kind of scary, but I'm interested. Oh, have this gun. Okay, this is a little weirder. Are you like a cowboy wizard? Is that where you're getting these guns from? Yeehaw! Yeah, maybe we could buy a hat. We could be cowboys together, maybe. This is exciting. No one's ever given me a gun before. This is an interesting gift. Oh, we need to go. I was here to buy some anime figures for my collection, and I'm sure if we're cowboys, they might give us a discount. If that's how these things work. Let's rob the cowboy hat store. I suppose that's one way of getting the hats, but they might get the wrong impression, I think. Well, we could try. I suppose we could get a little bit of a discount if we explain what we're trying to do, and then it's for anime figures in the end. Oh, did you want to also give me a stuffed Gon-Gon? We could give him a little cowboy hat, too. It's gonna roll around in the ball for a bit, but I'm sure it's fine. If you seem really excited about potentially robbing a store. Usually that's I think it's called a crime. I'm not one to commit crimes, but if you're confident about this sort of thing, I'll just hold this gun.
Audio error! Fuck! Oh, and it looks like, yes, it was time to rob the store. It was time to rob the store. And that was when Cleo Ironhex returned, with bloodlust in her eyes!
Put your hands up! I'm here to steal your hats! With this gun I found! Please give me your items and no one will get hurt. Right, chat? Right, chat? No one will get hurt. We just need 2 hats, please. We want to do it for anime figures, please. How do I use a gun? I kind of want to flip it around a bit, but I just don't know. Did the cashier just take the... Oh, thank you for giving it back. Put your hands in the air. Please. Oh, here it goes. Oh no. Chad, that's a good idea, actually. I'm sorry about the holes in your ceiling. Oh, and your floor. and your walls. We're trying to be cowboys, you know. This is a very exciting mall experience. More people should do this. I don't know, this is kind of exhilarating.
Real audio error, I got it on my own this time. It was then that you realized that perhaps the greatest crime of all was stealing a heart. But then you also realized that shooting a store is pretty bad, honestly. This is just a pretty bad idea. But you thought that date went pretty well with Cleo, actually. All things considered, you could have been shot. But you weren't. Good thing you're playing on Lil Baby Man mode. It would have been very bad. Thankfully, you got Cleo a wonderful new hat that you knew that she would love to wear. You feel as though you had made a strong impact. And that was when your boss battle of love with Cleo truly began.
This is a very exciting date, chat. I can't even imagine going on a date like that where we could be cowboys and we could like guns and anime and spin guns. I can't. This is incredible. Actually, we should do this all the time. Is this something you're used to, chat? Are you capable of sending us on adventures with guns and hats repeatedly? Also not being, bound by the authorities who may or may not be happy with our choices? I'm hopeful that it would be fun. Maybe I'll even forgive you for taking an egg from my stomach. Though that was kind of odd. This makes up for it tenfold. Maybe we can rob the egg store next because everything is free now. We have a bunch of cool gun tricks. Oh boy.
Alucard meter dangerously low.
Green. Kind of hiding behind the corner there. I'm sure that's fine. This is
Himbo detected.
Chat, this is so exciting. So many gifts. Did you steal these too? What store were these from? How many stores have you visited? How many guns do you have? I hope you're willing to share.
Himbo detected. Himbo detected.
Amazing. You want to hold hands?
Himbo detected.
That's so forward.
Himbo detected.
I suppose I'm willing to hold your hand, chat.
Himbo detected.
Considering it probably is a good time to run from the location we're at. After all the sirens,
Himbo detected. I repeat.
Well,
Himbo detected.
I think this was a fantastic date.
Himbo detected.
We can hold hands next time too.
I repeat.
If you like.
And so you returned home, assured in the knowledge that you had given Cleo Ironhex the date of a life. Or an unlife. H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A. Exclamation point. You saved your game data successfully. Period. When day began, so too did the final week of your love life. You knew that it was time for you to take the last steps in furthering yourself, because there was no point in improving yourself for any time longer than a 5-week period. There was no reason to. your game was indeed saved, and you really wanted to further level up your Sigma grind, but perhaps humor. After all, your date with Cleo was quite funny. But what would you do now? Who would you confess to? Would you even be made of the right stuff for what they're looking for? After all, could we ever truly know what was inside someone else's heart, soul, or brain hole? Question mark? You chose to increase your mana to the secret 6th level. Good job, you're dead. You loaded your save data and remembered that you cannot load your mana any further. And now, you decided that it was time to be more funnier. That was the only way left. Though you could still raise your mana further, but how would you become funnier? There were certainly many competing schools of thoughts when it came to comedy. But truly, you knew in your heart that the 2 best ways to become funny were to browse Reddit or to repost memes on Reddit. Very difficult decision lay ahead of you. Which one would you decide though? Reddit or Reddit? On one hand, you could go on Reddit and read Reddit posts. But on the other hand, you could go on Reddit, read Reddit posts, and then steal those posts and repost them as your own. That's the same thing as comedy. It's the same thing as comedy. You know, thievery is the most sincere form of comedy. That's true. You could steal the memes, yes. You felt a wee voice in the back of your head consider such a thing. And you did know that Reddit did sound good, and so you decided to browse Reddit rather than repost things. And after all, you knew that you didn't have to post. You could just get 2 hearts in funny simply by browsing. Congratulations, gamers. You did decide on dark of night before your work week began to cast a wretched spell on Sun that would turn his life into oatmeal. But what would such power wrought? What wouldst it hath wrought? But it was too late. Work time was upon you, and you were working the night shift. You entered the bar and it was still as the grave. That's a necromancy joke, baby. But where was Sun? You looked high and low for him, but you couldn't find him. But you did hear a clattering from the back. What could that have been? You rushed to investigate and saw...
What are you doing back here? Get back to the front. You're supposed to be wiping tables right now. What are you talking about? Go do your... something guns? Did you give someone a gun from the Lost and Found? They look different. What are you talking about? Have you been up all night again? Staring at computers is bad for your eyes. Go back to the front and do your work. Got it? And stop taking guns from the Lost and Found and giving them to people.
And with that, you knew that your curse truly was a wretched one. For the boy never knew what would hit him. You did not have time to study the Lost and Found on this final week. No, you had only one thought on your mind, confessing your love during cutie time. But whoever would you confess your love to? Was the amount of dates truly what mattered? Or was it the quality of the dates? Can you truly say you love someone unless you've ripped an egg out of their esophagus through their neck hole? That shit's fucking wild. It's salty language mode, baby. You wiped and wiped and wiped until you bore a hole through the table you were cleaning. And that was when you knew that it was time to return home. But cutie time was upon you, and as you laid awake in bed, levitating from your sheer eldritch power, you knew that one of these girls was the one. There was no harem ending in this one. Stop asking for it. You gotta pay money for that one. That's the deal. Cleo! I guess we're confessing to Cleo. You knew that it was time to love Cleo. But would she accept your love? Would she? You didn't know. But you did go on a crime spree together. You did successfully rob a cowboy hat together. But perhaps she didn't like all those crimes. You supposed there was only one way to find out. Don't worry about it. I didn't fuck up. You fucked up.
Oh, chat. Thank you for following me into this abandoned cellar to see all of my vintage anime figures. You taught me all about the joys of eggs and stealing them away, and also the joy of crime and getting what you want through potential violence. But I would never do violence, chat. I think that, you know, you tried really hard, and I could sense your potential love for me. But I know that with time, I could probably see you every day, you know, down here. If you don't mind standing by these bricks.
Wow, that shit was a pretty wild, gamers. Why don't you go ahead and relax? We're just gonna do a quick stage bow for everybody. So please applaud each time the curtains open. Take a bow, son. They can hear you. There's Gobbie Lynne. Ain't she a sweetie? Oh, fuck. Oh, Petra Kahna, in a beautiful new form. Take a bow. Applaud, applaud. And who could forget the lovely Cleo Ironhex?
Sorry about the murder. My bad.
All right, fuck. Yeah, let's open the curtains. Hi. We're all packed in here, gamers. Yeah, go to spots. Go to spots, gamers.
Spots.
Spots. Cleo's in the back. I'll make myself smaller. I'll make myself smaller.
Wait, I'm short. I'm short. Let me in. Wait.
Gobbie in front. Gobbie in front.
I'm for the Cleo.
I'm tall.
Petra, would you like some, Petra?
Yes, please. Bring it to my face.
Hello, everyone. Did you all enjoy Deus Ex Kissum? Our first. Oh, can I turn the fucking orchestra off? Did you all have
No,
fun?
you need to have some background music.
I'll
No,
put something else
it's
in.
gonna interrupt you. Ba 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 ba.
Fuck. Dating sim.
Like-
I'll put the theme on. I'll put the
I
general
do want to
theme
say
on.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day. Yeah.
Fun?
Yeah, did you enjoy it, everybody? This was way harder than it looked. I'm surprised that we got through it for the first try with as few fuck-ups as we did, most of them being me.
Error.
You're not single. You're dating Cleo. You just died. Just because you died doesn't make you single.
Just because she cask of Amontillado to you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're single. What are you talking about?
Anyone, you know.
As one does.
Yeah,
So-
you didn't buy DLC. That's why there was no DLC.
Yeah, come on.
Easy.
Gotta connect to the store somehow.
This took so fucking long to make.
We started planning this after Gobbie's subathon.
Oh, Blada, thank you so much for the gifted subs.
Gifted subs, thank you for 5 gifted subs, Blabada. Blabada.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
Yeah.
We love you so much.
We wanted to do something fun that was like cheeky but wasn't like weirdly parasocial, so we decided to get the orb out of your titty, Gobbie.
What?
Stop. Come on, bro. Come on. What do you mean?
What do you
Thank
mean?
you
What
for
are you
the bits,
talking about?
Callan Roar. Thank you.
Thank you,
A
Callan
hype
Roar.
train
That's
is
so
quick.
nice.
If we get a hype train and we
no.
fill that bastard up, we'll run this baby again. Not tonight, but we will run this baby again sometime this month. How's that?
Get all your endings.
Get all your endings
Because-
in. Come on.
I want to stress this. There is so much shit in this game that you just did not see. Like,
That's very true. There. We have so many more things.
you saw maybe 40% of the game. 40%. Thank you for the bits, comment, Otaku.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are multiple endings. You don't always die. There are
Max out your strengths.
max out your strength. Everyone worked really fucking hard on this.
I like how Chad turned into a wizard.
Yeah.
That was my art.
When they-
Exactly. That's the one that Gobbie previewed to chat, so they haven't seen the other forms.
No, there's-
I think Gains was my favorite until we did Vibes. Like the Vibes one.
Vibes
Is,
is
Oh
very
god,
good.
Vibes is the best.
I sent Vibes to Jummy as like a preview because she, as you saw in the credits, her and Batba like helped with a lot of like logistical questions. But I sent it to her, and Discord like filtered it as like a potentially pornographic image. I fucking lost my mind. It was so funny. But yes, Discord blocked it as a dick pic. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I was too detailed with my chat. That's the truth.
Oh my god. Thank you for
Thomas
everyone
the Spankin.
who raided in and did a bunch of shit to like hype up communities and shit. Like this was, I saw a bunch of people that I've like never seen in here. Like I thought I saw Demon Queen
new
Vivi in the
friends.
beginning and shit. Like a bunch of people that I'm aware of, but like haven't interacted with. I was like, holy shit, this rules. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, Sky. Thank you, Lily for the raid. Thank you, Lewd Donut for the raid. Thank you, Skyheart, Scathdroy. Thank you, all of y'all for the raids, and thank you for everyone who followed and is donating. Like truly, 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 thank you so much. I love that the tie is on all of your forums.
I was ready for like turning into this, but you went oatmeal instead. I'm like, oh, gotta get the other one out.
Y'all kept talking about oatmeal, and I was like, well, fuck, I guess we have to, like, I'll just own it. Gobbie, stop fidgeting down there. I hear you. Okay. That was actually really seamless. That was really smooth.
That's exactly what I did.
That's what Sun just did.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Cherry, thank you for the subs.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Sorry,
you
I'm
so
really
much.
big.
Well, look at the lottery. You got Minion Boss and Hasher. Cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it because a lot of it, like before stream, before everything, we all were like making sure that we had like some stuff to do. A lot of it was like just us on the fly, if you couldn't tell. But
all of the hard work went into asset generation and like the transitions and art and shit. Like
we wanted to make sure you felt like you had a decision and that you were making them. So we were doing the best we can to make it feel like all of your decisions mattered, depending on what we saw. So if you do get, it's so close, we're at level 4. If we get that level 5, we will tell you a new date.
Disciple of Osgen, thank you for continuing your sub and gifting a sub to Tom Cruise Can't Lose.
Disciple
Cleo.
Anonymous gifter. Oh, is Obi here? Wait a minute. Gifted a sub to Obi. Is Obi currently? Holy shit!
Anonymous gifter.
Level 5.
Thank you so much. I can't believe you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Hey.
Oh my god.
Can we actually like okay, so we don't do this often, but we have to gloat about our boss, Mr.
Shut
Manager.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
You guys were giving me shit before the stream. Get out of here.
Manager, he did a
Manager,
really
we
good
talk now.
job.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
He's the one who actually like piloted this entire thing, and the only reason why this entire thing came together was because of Mr. Manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, can you send me back and break my contract?
Absolutely not. No. No.
Oh my god, we're 235. We're definitely
Holy
putting another
shit. All
date
right.
in.
So then I'm thinking, if it's good with the 4 of you, how does Monday the 28th sound of February?
That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from
Last
now.
day of February.
Last day of February.
What day is
That would be
that?
perfect.
Last day of February. It's a Monday.
Monday.
I can do it. I'm off.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, thank you everyone for fucking coming. Like I'm still trying to process being done with the hardest part of putting on a show, which is the first time you do it.
Well, I do want to point out another thing, since we've already said how wonderful Mr. Manager is. We should also, there's this beautiful new cockatrice in this chat. What? What?
Yeah, why don't you? I'm gonna hide everybody else. Why don't you just go ahead and
Me?
fucking peacock? Why don't you get in the middle and show everyone the goods?
Oh, hi. Good. So yes, hi everybody to my secret reveal. It was a little bit difficult to like hide it from everybody because I have artwork and stuff to work on. I have to work on the side things. But so officially on Wednesday will be like my real, I guess, re-debut to show off
the
like
model.
Yeah, so it'll be on Wednesday. So that's what Petra's Love Shack is going to be. Just basically me re-debuting. So now that you guys got a sneaky peek here, you guys can check me out on Wednesday for my official re-debut, which I'll be answering satirical love advice questions. So don't
Hi,
worry.
Mr. Manager here. Happy to be back. Happy to be back in front where I belong.
Excuse me.
No, I'm talking now.
Excuse me.
Get out of the. Stop nesting in my tentacle, you fuck. Yeah, Petra's finally finished molting and depetrifying, so she's ready to go with a much more expressive attitude and appearance. You should definitely follow Petra. Did I disable the Petra command? I don't think so. I didn't. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll bring everybody back. But, yeah, go.
Wait, Meatball, go in front so I can be between your ears.
Some real My Neighbor Totoro shit.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
You can be Sango's cat. Yeah, fuck.
Look at the screen.
I'm looking
was fun.
Gobbie.
Oh,
It's grooming. They help each other groom.
Gobbie, come back.
Lick them, Gobbie?
So I missed some assets. I want to stress we were working on something went catastrophically wrong at like 5:30 when we were doing our run through, and I had to redo like so much important shit. They will let you know. Like I was running around. I have 2 computers running right now to like capture everything. It was a real nightmare. So thank you all for being good sports when I was very high strung right before the stream started. No, the audio was just me forgetting to toggle the audio back on. It was the subtitles because I mean, would anyone even be interested in talking about how like technically this worked? Yeah, I love that. Love that, Gobbie. Love that, Gobbie. Love that, Gobbie.
Oh.
I can't find it now. It's gone. Oh wait, no. There you go, Mr. Manager.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna hide
put
Gobbie.
the sensor in front
there
of
we
it.
go. Just gonna get rid of Gobbie real quick. Just push her off stage.
I miss her.
I still hear her.
Oh, she has ascended like an angel.
Like a beautiful angel. Get her out of here.
Hear her like an angel.
Tired of looking at her.
Give it back! Give it back!
No.
I'll take the tongue away. I
It's
promise.
on you now.
Censor it.
That's
I
worse.
didn't say I would take it away forever. I would
You
just
see
take it
how
away
that's
from right
worse?
now.
I don't know. I think she's got a point.
Stop,
you know?
stop. Come on. I just got this dry cleaned.
Spilled a little
I'm
bit
doing
of
it
drink on
too.
you.
Oh, don't,
This is
then
how
clean it
Meatball
up.
shows the way. Meatball's grooming you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if people would be interested, Mahokira, thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
But yeah, if people would be interested in like learning how this happened, like I'm more than happy to talk. It doesn't even have to be today. Like I would explain this shit on like one thing we've been entertaining is doing more weird shit. Obviously less technically involved in this one, but one of the stream ideas I would like to do is like a skill sharing stream where we basically bring in each of us as experts in the respective job we do in DEM to like talk about the nitty-gritty technical stuff that goes into shit like that, so that way everyone can improve. Gobbie, you look like you're in a JAV. Could you stop?
Mr. Manager, what's the JAV?
It's a Japanese adult video. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Adult.
I don't know if they're pronounced JAV or JAV, but I just
It's
went
like
with
thick.
I'm really glad I wasn't the only one because of like.
Oh, I had
wanna-
no
I
idea.
wanna-
Excuse me, Meatball.
Only chat knew what that couch and that pool were. Like, chat was the only one who was like, "Wait, is that the pool?" And I was like, "Yeah." How
Oh,
would
Japanese
you know?
animal videos. That's really nice. That's
Yeah, it's like
See
YouTube.
those.
That orb was an asset for Manager's Mansion, wasn't it? That was the orb asset for Manager's Mansion, son, right?
No, it was not.
I
No,
got it. I got it. Yeah,
I did not draw this orb.
I stole it from Google.
You fuckers!
That I don't know what the law.
We were in a bind. We had to do it really quickly. I didn't have a choice.
The orb is in a drive, by the way.
I know it's in the
Yeah.
drive. Yeah, I found it while I was prepping. I was like, "Oh, is that the orb?" That's why it's fresh in my head.
Fresh orb.
Fresh orb, hot and ready. Yeah. So
I'm trying to see past these ears.
maybe we'll do it a different day, just because then if we don't do it on a Monday, we'll be able to like get we'll be able to get like a different crowd who like works Monday nights. But maybe we won't. It depends on how our scheduling comes down. I think I hear myself through one of your headphones. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, I know what you did, you motherfucker. Sun does this to me all the time. He puts a different picture over himself so that he looks invisible. Don't bite it. Don't bite it. Don't bite it. Don't bite it. Stop it. You neither, Petra. I fucking see you.
How else are we gonna suckle on the teat of success?
That's sexual harassment.
Can I have one of those? Oh wait,
Come here. Do the
gummy.
I'll do this
Can I
one.
get this one?
I'm
Can I
glad
get this
Cleo
one? I'm
has no
short.
control over her body right now. Otherwise,
can't right
Once
now,
I
so-
fully materialize, it's over for you, Mr. Manager. But in a good way, because I'll be so good at stuff. I can handle your paperwork. Maybe.
Stop. Chat, be honest with me. Was this fun, and would you like to do it again, and would you tell your friends? Like, that's the most important part about these weird streams. I don't know if it was entertaining.
Blah 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 blah. I'm a material girl.
Okay.
I didn't get to read any of my zingers. All my
That's not-
zingers.
I mean, that's
Oh,
not
we
my
have so
fault.
many ziggers.
I know.
We
have
we
upstream.
were supposed to do a full run through like before the stream, but the horrible critical failures of the fucking assets meant that we did not have time to do it. So this was the first time we've performed Deus Ex Kissum.
Hope you did a
Debatable
good
human.
job.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Oh well, this VOD is going to be up, so you guys could, have a drinking game with it. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, learn from your
Don't
mistakes. See what you did.
don't give your date a gun.
You didn't expect to be taught how to do crimes. I thought that was kind of neat.
I
But you got a
cannot
cowboy hat out of that. How did that feel?
I love that. The hat was very nice.
I cannot fucking believe that I put the GTA wanted meter on Cleo's boss battle.
And cowpoke
And
gauge.
a cowpoke gauge, and chat did a crime, and fucking got a cowboy hat. Like, the chat terrifies me with their predictive nature. I don't know how the fuck they
That's
did
their Sigma
that.
power.
That's their Sigma
Big
power.
Sigma mindset, the Sigma grind.
The Sigma grind set. I just see Gobbie peeking through the gaps in my fucking. She's so, Gobbie, that model is maybe my favorite model of yours. It's so cute and it captures
Thank
your
you.
like bullshit energy so well.
I like it because I can hide.
Wait, is that Bun? Yeah, that's Bun. Don't worry about. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Why is that pointing at me?
I'm finding out who it is. It's not Gobbie. Gobbie didn't put the gun. That means it's Sun. Yeah. Fucker. So, genuinely, because these four cuties genuinely do not have like a greedy bone in their bodies, but it's my job as the manager to be the greedy one. If you wanna like tip off Polygon, Kotaku, fucking things VTubers say, any VTuber news reporter that look, no, you four, shush. You know what? I'm muting you four.
No.
Yeah. They're muted. They can't protest now. I can hear them in the Discord call, but they can't talk. So, they're calling me stinky and demanding guns. So I'm just gonna mute deafen myself so I can't hear them. So chat. Deadass. I'm the person in Dem who tries to make sure these four get things taken care of, okay? And I need you guys to help me out, because the one thing Dem is bad at is advertising. Because as much as I play an evil little businessman, I don't actually like bothering people. So don't like spam nobody. But if you want to send like a lead to like some nerd news website or something, I would be forever fucking indebted to you. And honestly, so would the four of them. They work so fucking hard. I cannot stress this enough. The guns don't matter. Bullets do not harm me. But help me out. Help me out. I need your help. All right? Talk to some clippers. Do something. Just talk to a friend even. You don't get Jummy's feet out of here. Just talk to a friend even. I just need help. Because wrangling these four, as you can fucking see, is kind of a nightmare. I have no control. I have no power here. I am not the Senate. I am the weak, frail Palpatine. Please help me. As much as you've already helped us and them, it feels terrible to ask for more help, but genuinely I believe that this was fucking like something that I haven't seen before. Get Steez out of here. He's not even in Dim. He's in Team Smoothbrain. Get this motherfucker out of here. Is that a Denny's? All right, I'm gonna turn their audio back on. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep fucking doing this shit. Help me out. I am begging you, because they deserve it. All right. I almost never break kayfabe for genuine asks for support. Is it pathetic? Maybe. I'm willing to make myself look pathetic if it means helping these four.
Wait, who's
Hey, you're
mug is
back.
that?
Welcome back.
Oh,
Hi!
Hi.
You left us alone, so we decided
Yeah.
to put things.
I gathered. You all,
What were you talking about? We couldn't
nothing.
hear you.
Nothing. Did you all have fun?
I had fun.
Smoke weed at my funeral. Petra, that's my favorite hat you wear. So next time, feel free to go even more hog wild with like your emotes and shit. Like, we got the hard part done now, gamers. Bognil, thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
You came in at the end. This is the credits.
We appreciate that you're here. We were
Like-
just talking about doing it again.
Like,
so.
comment, and subscribe.
There's my back rubs.
Hi,
Salad. Oh, that's a cute little design. I like the leaf.
Nope. There's Steez on top of back rubs.
oh damn.
Watch the VODs. Yes, watch the VODs. Feel free to clip. Any help
See
is
where you went
appreciated.
wrong. Print your strat for next time.
Yeah.
I
Huh?
would suggest ripping the eggs out of a person's stomach. Probably will lose you some, not all, but
Not
some
all of it.
points.
Cleo in the chat, she did say that you did steal an egg out of your throat and then taught you about crime, so of course you're getting a bad ending. Cleo, what stats were required to successfully date you? What were the 2 stats?
The 2 stats required to date me are vibes and mana. So you guys did mana first, so I was very excited to see you all become wizards.
Ooh, they had a chance.
They had a chance. I think it was the unexpected layer of giving me a gun and telling me to rob a store. That was where things took a different turn. But I think you guys did a wonderful job, and I absolutely, if you do decide to date me next time, though there are plenty of other people trying to date with their own potentially murderous or happy endings, I'm willing to give you a chance. So
Each of you has covered the screen in shit. Like, I have to hide all of you to hide this shit.
I don't know how, Mr. Manager. I'm innocent.
We
But I
Doherty
do like
did
it,
have
so-
the lead on vibes. We Doherty actually had the most called shots, I would say. Gobbie, how does it feel to not be asked out on like a turbo date boss fight on your own channel? How's that make you
Oh
feel?
man. I thought
mozzarella
swallowing the
sticks?
orb would be enough, but it wasn't. No.
You did.
Who's got mozzarella sticks?
The clown posted a 3D GIF of rotating mozzarella sticks
Wait,
Oh
what?
damn.
in
That
currently
would've been
live.
sick.
I don't know what the
Oh.
fuck he's up to right now.
Well, I'm gonna download that. Hold on.
Yeah, that seems like a
Let me
download.
put that- I'm
like
gonna
an
put that in
instant
here.
download right there.
Oh
Put that in
yeah.
here.
Get a
Yeah,
picture
yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
Bart.
I'll do the second one.
Is that an NFT? Yeah, Jeff, that's an NFT, baby.
But yeah, chat didn't unlock my cool stuff, so they're gonna have to try again.
Yeah, I
Ivy has
will
a mouthful mode. You have to.
Yeah, I do have mouthful mode, so
No, you don't. You just made that up. You don't have a
anything
mouth
in her mouth.
ability.
I mean,
What's wrong
they
with
did
mouthful
pick
mode?
the lewdness mode had to be max. That wasn't my fault. They fucking chose the most fucking lewd shit. Also,
not
the
wrong.
mozzarella sticks are like
Oh,
slowly
Bob, thank you for the
phasing
follow.
Petra out of existence.
Yeah.
I'm eating them.
Powerful sticks.
Mozzarella sticks. Yo, I could fuck up some mozzarella sticks right now, actually. Okay, so with that I feel like oh, it's been 2.5 hours. Is that horse plinko? Hold the fuck up. I gotta
can I put horse plinko on screen?
I gotta put Misa horse
okay.
plinko in the screen. I gotta
Horse
download
plinko.
Misa horse plinko. Gots to have a horse plinko. Boop.
Nice bones, hi. It's okay. The VOD will be there, everybody. And we did unlock.
Hold on, it's not done.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't grab the horse plinko text. Oh well.
Yeah, because now you
wow.
just look, you're like there's a horse having a problem rather than a fun.
I mean, he is. He is having a problem.
Horse about to have a real big
Mr. Manager,
problem.
can you inch this over just like a little bit? I can't see.
Inch what over? The horse plinko?
The horse plinko, yeah.
I don't know why the GIF is so laggy for the fire, but yeah.
We have a lot on screen.
Yeah, maybe it's the
Yeah,
amount of
geez,
stuff
guys,
you
almost
need.
as if you guys filled the fucking screen with garbage.
That's my screen. I don't know your screen.
So, anyway, horse plinko. Hi, man, bitch.
So yeah, we're gonna do this again hopefully in 2 weeks. So we'll see y'all then. Petra's gonna have her debut stream again on Wednesday. And then hopefully, knock on wood, you'll see to be determined affiliate stream from Cleo.
Yeah!
Oh,
So all of you, I am what's it called?
an affiliate.
Powerful affiliate. Powerful affiliate.
I mean, a powerful yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. We're gonna have so many fun things on stream now. I can feel it. It's gonna be really good. Oh, and tomorrow I'm streaming Frog Detective 2. There's a wizard involved.
The
So if you
first-
want to solve the mysteries, oh yeah.
No, you finish. I don't want to talk about Proud Ink cartoon supporter. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Wait,
oh,
where's
I would just like everybody to
Clarence?
solve the mystery. Oh, where is Clarence?
Where's Clarence?
He's dead. I killed him. But Frog
Impossible.
Detective 1, I cannot stress, was way fucking funnier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, you know what? All right, get the fuck out. We're talking to Cleo now. Get the fuck out of here.
Everyone's gone.
Cleo,
No.
Frog Detective 1 was so fucking funny. I did not expect it to be that funny.
I just can't believe that they spoke about how books didn't mean anything, and then the creator of the game came in just to remind all of you, chat, that books are cool. Hopefully we learned some other lessons in this Frog Detective too. Like I said, there is a wizard, so based on the fact that you all became a wizard, you should help me solve it pretty easily, I would hope. I hope so.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hide you now.
Bye.
Gobbie, do you have anything this week? I'm gonna turn you on, and I swear to God, this screen better be clean.
Yep, it's clean.
God fucking. Why don't you tell us what you have going on? Can we play Yu-Gi-Oh, the new Yu-Gi-Oh game at some point, like Master
I mean, I'd
Duel?
like to.
I'd like
I
to.
still have to learn it. This week I'm doing. I'm taking tomorrow off because I actually lost a lot of blood today. I was still
Got too excited for the day.
I was too excited and I thought of all the lewd things I could have said from chat, and my nose just would not stop bleeding for hours on end. So the fact that I'm here is basically a boon to all of you. So tomorrow I will be taking the day off to rest.
Dead ass, like an hour before the stream started, Gobbie messaged me and was like, yeah, I haven't stopped bleeding like all day. She's had bad bloody noses her entire fucking life. And I had to sit down with the others and be like, okay, so we might just have to do this one without Gobbie, gamers.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'll figure it out. So I have like Gatorade and I have a bunch of tissues. So do not worry, I'm okay. But I am taking tomorrow off. And then I'm going to stream right before Petra, so that way we can raid into her lovely Love Shack debut. And then, so I'll be doing some art, I think, some just chilling in art because I don't know how I'll be feeling. Okay. And then I'm going to just do Doom on Friday. So that's about love. That's about all the sticky love you can have.
Do you want me to pick up an extra day for you this week so that I can like do the stream to be like, so here's how I did the dating sim?
Oh, if you want to, yeah, you could do it on my channel. It's up to you.
You're right. Well,
Yeah, I mean, you have everything on my channel already, so like,
I can technically go to any channel, but yeah, like I'm logged in on your account right now.
yeah, pick a day, and I'll let you know.
I'll
Yeah,
either
that's
do
totally
it.
fine.
I'll either do it this or next week. We'll see what the actual schedules look like, depending on how you're feeling too. So if you need coverage, just ask me, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So Doom 2016, sorry.
Get
and then
the
I'm gonna
fuck
take
outta here.
and then I'll also like take the weekend off as well to recover because I am kind of overworked right now. But I will see you. So this week's gonna be a little light, but that's okay. I will post a schedule after this, and if Mr. Manager wants to add to it,
Yeah.
I'll post it.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't want to post our schedules because we wanted you guys to enjoy this first. So, if you need more than a day, we won't be upset. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if you need coverage, just ask. Like I'll jump in whenever.
Well, if anything, I'll try to go to not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and then if not, maybe Friday. Mr. Manager can take over for me.
Okay. You let me know.
But yeah, I will rest up, and I think that's it for this week. I think we're doing pretty good. I wanted you guys to have fun with this. I'm so happy, really, really, truly happy that you guys came out today.
Be gone from here, horrid Gobbie Wheeler. Petra?
No!
Oh no, son, I'm gonna turn you on, and you have one chance to not be executed, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, things are cut off on the screen.
Hold on, let me... There. Son, why don't you tell us what you got going on? Is that Macho Man Randy Savage?
Holding it,
Denny. This is our DLC date chat. What do you think? I got this is a margarita, right? And mozzarella sticks. You only get one. I get the other. Okay. And Knuckles. He's somewhere here. So I'm having some light streams this week. Gonna do a little dueling, little gaming. But I think in the middle of the week, I gotta start planning for some things I gotta make good on, including Devil May Cry, DMC Devil May Cry stream. Gotta plan that out. Gotta plan my one famous raffle, and we'll figure that out together. Sound good? Yeah.
I
Those
hate
mozzarella sticks, man.
They're so detailed. It's fucking hypnotic.
Like, I keep looking at them, and all I want to do is put them in my mouth, and that's not a sexual thing.
Oh my fucking god. This is the funniest shit I've seen all night. This is funnier than the entire dating sim. Those fucking mozzarella. The clown, can you find more high quality 3D rotoscope food GIFs that we can use for the next dating sim?
Is that a common thing that we found?
I just can't believe chat found all the fucking funniest jokes today. Like, my favorite jokes they fucking found. They found the bad onion, they found the wizard, and then they gave Cleo a gun. And, like, they did the Cleo date. Like, they found my favorite bit, so I'm gonna have to add more before next time.
Yeah, there were a lot of ideas that we had, so we can even enhance. You guys will see all sorts of stuff.
All right,
Ants.
Petra, you're the last one to do your announcements, okay, buddy?
Can I keep my weed funeral hat on?
Listen to me, Petra. You can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna let you come back on the stage. And if you embarrass me, it's curtains for you. I'm gonna fucking turn you back into old Petra, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna click it on. Okay. 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 Just close the curtain.
No!
Wait, Mr. Manager, can you go to my screen really quick?
It's my third form.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is that a dog?
Please.
Why is that dog bright? Is that a dog made of Legos?
I don't know. I think the clown posted this one too.
All right, Petra. I'm just gonna close the curtains.
No!
Okay,
I
I'm
have
opening.
something important to say.
Cat Petra, what's important?
Petra.
Petra!
Oh, she's a bad pussy.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't get to tame this pussy today.
Oh my god.
We're still in Gobbie profanity.
I just want to say, if you guys didn't pick like the profanity filter, you would have gotten so many different options.
Yeah.
No, they picked profanity.
I know. I mean, like other ones, we had other like lines that we were
The
gonna
settings really work.
Yeah.
The settings do matter.
Yeah, I should have said my really dirty line. They
Yeah,
have
you
to pick
should've.
that mode again in order for me to say my super dirty
The
line.
one that
because-
you fucking said to me before the fucking stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
I was simultaneously revolted and blushing. Like, Jesus
Petra,
Christ.
put the image the clown just posted in your screen.
Oh god.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Chat. It's chat.
against chat today. Yeah, I fucking guess. Yeah, I fucking guess so.
Here, chat. Here, I'll show you.
This is how our normal meetings go.
Yeah, this is actually
Yeah.
you're really experiencing how our meetings are.
Typically, it's on 5 different screens, so you have to change between what stream you're watching on the Discord call.
There we go.
Can't open them all up at once.
Wizards.
Look at you, chat.
I will
The
say,
casting couch.
low profanity might be my favorite option because high profanity is hard for Cleo, who said a little bit of ye olde and salty language, but low profanity is hard for everybody else.
That
Well, I
one's-
guess
that
then
one's my
chat's never
weakness.
gonna let me. Okay, too bad.
Don't say it. Save it. Save it. 'Cause
Save it.
here's the thing: we can run this motherfucker every February. That does not bother me. It does not always have to be Valentine's Day. We can run it every February. We can run it in fucking October or Christmas. We can do the Deus Ex Monstrum Christmas Kiss Spectacular. I don't fucking care.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like Valentine's on February, and then like Masochist March. And then we can
We're not
have
doing it every
like.
month. I'll die. I will turn to seafoam.
It'll be like anal April.
No.
Then we'll do.
Nope.
Oh wait,
No.
didn't we do this? Hey, Petra, didn't we do this with states?
Oh yeah.
We did. We were super drunk in my house, and we were doing this with states.
Like Mississippi and fucking
Alabama.
Mr.
These
Pussy.
nuts.
yep. Yep.
Anyway, Petra, what do you have this week? We all know what it is, and you're not even showing. There it is.
It's me. It's me. Petra 3.0. Even though they keep saying 2.0, but the file said 3, so I'm just saying it's 2. It's 3. So yes, this is me. This is me now. This is what I look like. Deal with it, nerds. I have a new tail, so hopefully I won't be mistaken as a snake anymore. And I'll be Jiggle Physics July. Yeah. So anal April. Then it'll be Moobs May. Then Juicy June. Then Jiggly July.
Petra, what the
Then
fuck do you
more
have
anal
this week?
August. Oh, I'm doing my love shack on Wednesday. We already talked about that. So anal August.
You're supposed to
And
wrap the stream up, my guy.
Sexy September. Oracle October.
Orgy October, you fucking putz.
Nut November. Then Dick
Non-stop
December.
nut November.
There we go. Yeah, see?
Petra
Yeah,
really
is
likes
that it?
anal. That's why there's a lot of anal months, Cherry.
There
There
Just
were
twice.
a lot of
We do it
anal
twice.
months.
Do it a
Yeah,
lot.
we do it twice in April and in
Yeah.
August. It's a good year.
Very soon. Shouldn't
It's a
you
good
like
year.
put some more time between them?
No P January.
Wait. Wait.
Oh shit!
Anal.
That's the very kind individual from Team Poolside. Remember I was telling you about after the Team Poolside stuff they offered to make us a song for free? That's the individual who made the title song that we're listening to right now. Tomo Aries.
That's very nice of
It
you.
was extremely
Thank
fucking
you.
cool of them to do it after we emceed their fucking music set. That was very fucking cool. Yes. So do we have shout out open?
But for
Do you
real.
stream? Yep, for real.
But for real, thank you for the hard work of Sun for birthing me.
Oh, chat, this is the thing I've been working on. Hi, I'm also Petra now.
Oh, who do you shoot?
This one.
Dog landed on your head.
Shoot,
Yep.
chat. Who are you shooting?
Hold on, I'm gonna hide you guys. I want you to place yourself on whichever side you want, and then
Who can't
chat's-
say anything?
Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
can't say anything, and chat's just gonna have to pick the one to shoot. I'll make a poll. Chat gets to vote. Poll. Who do you shoot? Left, Petra. Right, Petra. All right. Ready? That's Gobbie. Wait a second. Gobbie, what the fuck? All right. One of you has to be on the right, and one of you has to be... Okay, perfect. Which Petra do you kill? Shoot. Which one do you shoot? You have 1 minute, or I choose who to shoot. Left or right? Who do you kill? It looks like chat's gonna shoot the one on the left. Now the question is, do
You
they want
usually
to...
don't see us in a dating sim.
Do they want to kill... Oh shit, we should do that one actually. It's like one of the fucking... Choices. Do you shoot the one on the left or the one on the right? Do you want to kill Petra or Sun? I don't think chat cares. It's a split decision. They have tied it up 50-50. Looks like they want to shoot right Petra more though. Where's the both option? A man after my own heart. Is that the Ace Combat Dog? Yeah, Jeff confirmed. It's the Ace Combat Dog. Hi, Jeff. How's it work? It's split. It's split. Okay, so I guess you both die. Which one of you is which?
I'm on here on the right side. Well, who's right? My right or chat's right?
You're gonna shoot me.
Stage left and stage right. So they wanted to shoot neither of you, but Sun's on stage left.
Both of us. Both of us.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Petra, I think I just realized why yours is like less sharp than everybody else's. It's because your fucking internet.
Oh, maybe.
The Occam's razor was we were toiling to find out why Petra was lower quality than the others, and it's because she has bad fucking internet. We're fucking stupid.
Was I smiling too much? Is that really what gave it away, guys?
What?
No, it was all the props. Honestly, it was all the props that you were using, and Petra was just. Petra had like a face like, no guys, I know it's me, and you were like, please, it's not Sun.
Sun, Batbug Doodles is literally out here like, I know because Sun ate bread immediately.
Exactly.
Fuck. All right.
Move all expressions.
But thank you, Sun. Thank you, Sun, for creating me.
Hi, everybody. Get Cleo in here.
Hello. I'm
Cleo
back.
to the front. So, everybody, we're gonna raid. I know that Honey Goblin is our good friend Honey Goblin. She's drawing her favorite waifu right now, and let's just say, is that the clown girl from Ace Attorney? Oh, she got the titty go. Oh, she's so hot.
No, but her titties are balloons. They're
I don't
scary.
fucking care, Gobbie.
That's scary.
Gobjita feels no fear. We're gonna raid Honey because, like, fuck it. She's drawing a cute waifu. It'll be fun. All right, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna
I
play.
think on 3, can we say Happy Valentine's Day to chat?
Sure, and then I'm gonna go into the credits and then we'll do the raid.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy Valentine's Day.